Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. You're listening to Hobbs High School Class of 2021 graduation ceremony on hobbsamerica.com and the Hobbs Sports YouTube channel. It's brought to you by J&J Rentals and Credo Energy. I'm Dawn Morgan. As we get ready to begin, we're a few minutes away from 10 o'clock, and this ceremony is scheduled to begin at 10 a.m. So thank you very much for letting us be a part of this day, or afterward a part of commemorating and checking on those memories that you're making here as we continue to watch people come in. And as I'm sitting up in the press booth, the box where we normally would sit and announce sports here on the home side of the stadium, the east side of Watson Memorial Stadium. This is the scene and the site of today's celebration, with thousands here and more expected to attend. I'm looking out at the road that runs south of the south end zone, and there are still plenty of cars traveling along looking for parking spots, and people walking into the stadium, and people coming in and coming up and finding their seats. You have to have a ticket to be admitted to today's celebration, with people allowed to sit on both the home and the visitor side. Further setting the scene for you today, it is an overcast day, a bit of a breeze, probably about 10 to 15 miles an hour, gusting stronger at times from the southeast, with our American flag snapping in the wind there at the south of the south end zone. Now, there is a stage set up across the south end zone of the field, and there are chairs set out, and they start at about the 20-yard line and go past the 50-yard line, ending almost at the 40-yard line. So by my count in the program, which I picked up as most people have done as they have come into the stadium on either side, either entrance, according to the program, in my count, there are 604 names of graduates in the program. 604. It's a large graduating class, and there are chairs for all of them set out on the field. So there is a video board that is running, and it's flashing the photographs and the names of graduates and the scholarships that they've been awarded, and some of their the personalities, some of their achievements and designations as senior members and leaders of this class of 2021. So that is flashing by. I will also say what a school year this has been. A roller coaster ride, not for the faint of heart nor weak of head. And we are imperfect beings. We cannot expect for people and the institutions they create to operate perfectly. But in extraordinary times, such as we've been through, many have risen to the occasion and then risen above the circumstances. And for those administrators, teachers, staff members, parents, and students who have met and, if not mastered, at least persevered and guided others through challenging times, thank you for your labor, for your light, for your love. We learn and move on, don't we? Today it's about moving forward, upward and onward, keeping goals in sight, but enjoying the journey, being grateful for everyone and everything a life fully lived brings. Your commencement exercises beginning at 10 a.m. this morning, and the program is a very nice one. It sets forth a quote, and I don't know if the students chose this and voted on this or not, but it states, they told me high school was going to go by fast, but I didn't know it was going to go by in a Zoom. Like that. As we knew for months, we knew education through the internet, through Zoom. And while it was a problem for many, talk about imperfect times, still there were students, there were teachers who persevered, and education as a goal was met for many. And for those somewhat left behind, we can only say we hope the measures are in place that will allow for students and parents to catch up and to be able to possibly recapture what has been lost through this last year and more than a year of COVID. The program today will begin with a processional pomp and circumstance, as is traditional, by Edward Elgar. The honor guard provided by Hobbs Fire and Hobbs Police Departments. The national anthem performed by the 2020-2021 a cappella choir. The invocation given by Kaylee Crawford. The welcome by Hobbs High Principal Alfredo Turbiatis. The musical selections led by Cindy Roberts, the choir director, will be How Can I Keep From Singing and Quaker Song, and performed by the a cappella choir. The Salutatorian's address today will be by Brevin McCool. The Valedictorian's address by Shelley Driscoll. The presentation of class by Principal Turbiatis. The presentation of diplomas by the Board of Education. The alma mater will be performed by a cappella choir, and Jungle performed by the Hobbs High School underclassmen drumline, and dismissal will follow the Jungle with the audience standing at several different prompts during the program. With 604 names to announce, this is going to take a while. We're going to be here for a while. But you wouldn't want it to go by too quickly, would you? No, this is an important occasion, and it needs to be given the time, the weight, and the amount of time and to reflect and to give it appropriate gravity that it deserves. Your administration, Alfredo Turbiatis, the principal of Hobbs High, Mrs. Azeneth Cottingham, your senior principal, Mrs. Candy Raines, your junior principal, Mr. Brad Fouts, your sophomore principal, Mrs. LaShawn Bird, the early college principal, and Ms. Lorna Jackson, the alternative school principal. Thank you to all of them for their service. Thank you to the counselors, Mrs. Dolores Martinez, your senior counselor, Mrs. Carla Nye, the junior counselor, Mr. Ethan Ayers, your sophomore counselor, Mrs. Ashley Gayton, the CTE counselor and testing, and Mrs. Tricia Weiss, alternative school counselor. Thank you so much for your leadership. Senior officers of this class of 2021, the president is Robert Cantu, your vice president is Paige Fouts, your secretary is Kaylin Martin. The class song, as chosen by this class of 2021, is, appropriately enough, Mask Off. Your class flower is the red rose. Your senior personalities this year, as selected by vote by the school senior class: Mr. HHS Robert Cantu, Miss HHS Paige Fouts. Most attractive, Demetrius Frosto and Elise Navea Enriquez. Most athletic, Isaiah Lewis and Elise Turbiatis. The funniest, Wyatt Krum and Amaya Contreras. Most talented, Jonathan Johnny Salgado and Tabitha Moody. Most dependable, Robert Cantu and Shelley Driscoll. Best dressed, Kai Heckard and I may butcher the name, it's Kareem Beltran, and I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing that. Prettiest eyes, Jonathan Johnny Salgado and Aniston Landrum. Quietest, Jose Gomez and Jacqueline Chapa. Best all around, Brevin McCool and Aaliyah Benavides. Most school spirit, Robert Cantu and Paige Fouts. Most likely to succeed, Brevin McCool and Shelley Driscoll. Friendliest, Humberto Galindo and Azucena Carrillo. Best smile, Jerry Rivera and Mariah Tarin. And cutest couple, Brevin McCool and Kennedy Mapp. And as I hear pomp and circumstance begin behind me, and I see personnel up on the stage and around the stage, and applause beginning, people standing, and the class of 2021 processional has begun as students are filing out from the multi-purpose facility. Your honor graduates are in gold gowns, denoting their status, leadership of the class of 2021. proceeding in a line from the multi-purpose facility across the north end zone, all the way across the field. Well, they would go and take their seats. Behind those in gold gowns, the rest of the graduates are in the traditional black gowns with the gold collars. Your honor graduates in front of the gold gowns, gold caps, black collars, as they break off and find their seats in that very front row closest to the stage. The board members and personnel are up on the stage. Those will be speaking, handing out diplomas. It's a very orderly, processional. Again, I think these students are feeling the gravity of the moment. Yes, they're excited. Yes, I think they're proud of themselves and each other, as well they should. But I think they are definitely feeling the moment as its importance and their achievement come to rest. Again, if you're listening, this is the Hobbs High School Class of 2021 graduation ceremony at Watson Memorial Stadium. You're listening on and watching on HobbsAmerica.com and the Hobbs Sports YouTube channel. This is brought to you by J&J Rentals and Credo Energy. I'm Dawn Morgan. Thank you very much for joining us and letting us be a part of this important time in your life. The home and the visitor stands, although not completely full, are certainly well populated. And lots of hats and umbrellas just in case we get a shower or two under overcast skies with a nice cool breeze. The breeze ruffling the gowns, rippling our flag. And the students continue to pour out of the multipurpose facility. About 3 rows have been seated now, so even the processional and the seating is certainly going to take a while before we even start with the speaking part of our ceremony. I might take this moment to thank our Board of Education, the school board members who are present and will be handing out diplomas. Your president is Gary Eidson, your vice president Peggy Appleton, your secretary Patricia D. Jones, member Joe Calderon, I think connecting with those people who have been behind you as a student, knowing that your family has supported you, helped you, your friends, getting you through the day-to-day, week-to-week, month-to-month ordeal that has been this past school year. It's very important knowing that those supporters, those people are here, and connecting with them, knowing where they are, being able to look and see and wave, to know that phones are snapping pictures and videos, marking this very important moment in time. I mentioned when we started the broadcast what an extraordinary year this has been. We've talked about expectations, how we cannot expect for ourselves or the institutions we create to operate perfectly, but in times like this, extraordinary times, so many have risen to the occasion, have risen above circumstance, and for those special people, administrators, teachers, staff members, parents, students, who have met, persevered, guided others through challenging times. Thank you. Thank you for your labor, your light, and your love. We learn, we move on, and today we move forward, upward, onward. We keep our goal. Start of the program today. Again, that's going to begin with the Honor Guard presentation, the National Anthem, the invocation, the welcome, musical selections, then the Salutatorian's address by Brevin McCool, the Valedictorian's address by Shelley Driscoll, the presentation of class, and the presentation of diplomas. Finishing up with the alma mater and the drum line. Jungle. I guess that's appropriate. Once you graduate from high school, you enter the jungle, so to speak. The wings are off and you're ready to fly. Once again, you're listening to Hobbs High School Class of 2021 graduation ceremony on HobbsAmerica.com and the Hobbs Sports YouTube channel, brought to you by J&J Rentals and Credo Energy. On today's program, a reminder from Hobbs High School, parents and friends, the ceremony of a very special event in our lives. We culminate 12 years of study and are delighted to have you with us. The members of the class of 2021 respectfully request that parents and guests at this commencement ceremony refrain from making unnecessary noises and disruptions. It is a sincere desire of the class that all graduates be recognized equally. In order to do this, we ask your cooperation in requesting all parents and guests refrain from disruptive outbursts during the issuing of diplomas. that statement printed on the program on the back. And by the way, thank you very much to everyone who was involved in organizing today's event. It's not an easy task. It's a lot of students in one place. It's a lot of people in one place. It does require planning, coordination, practice, and execution. So thank you to those members of the staff, the administration, the school board, anyone involved, volunteers, parents involved in organizing this Hobbs High School commencement ceremony to honor our graduating class of 2020-2021. Also, we want to say a thank you to the Hobbs Police and Fire Departments for providing safety and security for today's event. You are much appreciated and much in our thoughts and prayers. All of the students have been seated. And we have a speaker at the microphone on the stage. Applause for our students.
Would you all please stand for the presentation of the colors by the Hobbs Police and Fire Department Honor Guard. And please remain standing for the national anthem sung by the DTHS Acapella Choir, followed by the invocation given by Katie Crawford.
It is time for the Honor Guard presentation, national anthem, and invocation.
Say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose first stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, all around us we watched with so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Ladies and gentlemen, if you'll please remove your hats and everyone bow with me in prayer. Heavenly Father, thank you for gathering us safely here today. Thank you for instilling both staff and students with the drive and diligence to successfully finish what has been a very trying year. Father, we now ask that you bless the class of 2021 with strength and confidence to move forward into this new season. And we may all have different plans, but I hope that you see success in our futures. I ask for guidance for all of my peers as we navigate the ins and outs for our new adult lives. And I am hopeful that we will never lose track of our faith. Help us to see you in the most difficult and dark times, and most of all, let us trust that we are never alone, and we always have a reason to keep going. In your glorious and loving name, we pray. Amen.
The invocation by Kaylee Crawford, with the welcome by Principal Tony Baptist to follow.
You may all be seated. Thank you so much. So good morning. What a beautiful, beautiful day. Welcome graduates, parents, relatives, friends, board members, and guests for this highly anticipated and much needed event for our community. In celebrating the commencement ceremony for the class of 2021. We are pleased to have such a large turnout to honor the accomplishments of these graduates. We are streaming this event live. Tune in through the links found on our HMS webpage. This is a very special ceremony in that after almost 2 decades, we are able to have this commencement exercise take place here in an outside venue at Watson Stadium. This pandemic has kept us all inside our homes for the past year and has changed all of us. If we've learned anything from this pandemic, is that it has taught us to appreciate the many things that we took for granted. Technology is great and it has helped us get through this year, but even the best technology cannot replace the impact of the human factor. I would like to give thanks to all those that have made this event possible, to the City of Hobbs for hanging our student banners throughout our community, for all to enjoy, and for loaning us this stage that we are presenting from, to Mr. Caney and our HMS Maintenance Department for helping set up this event and attention to detail and safety for today, to our CAI department for the audio and visual setup to be shared with you all here, and those who couldn't be here and are watching from home, to our police officers and EMS personnel for being here to help serve our parents and students, to our high school staff who are all around you and are dressed in their commencement regalia, helping ensure that this event goes as planned, and to our administration for supporting us and guiding us to navigate through uncharted waters. I want to give a very special thanks to the efforts of our alternative school principal, Ms. Lorna Jackson, and Counselor Tricia Reese, and all school staff, that without their efforts, this moment wouldn't be possible for many of our students. To my early college principal, Mrs. LaShawn Bird, and the counseling department for coordinating this event and bringing everyone together to make this special graduation ceremony possible. To my senior principal, Mrs. Cottingham, who was determined to ensure that every graduate you see here today earn their high school diploma. To you parents for being there for your graduate as you too became teachers, even though it may have been against your will. And at last but not least, to you students for not giving up, for enduring the countless changes brought to us by this pandemic. The saying is more true now than ever before. It takes a village to raise a child. In an attempt to maintain some of the tradition of this occasion, the Hobbs Municipal Schools Administration and board members are wearing commencement regalia here on stage. The black bachelor's degree robes, the master's hoods, and doctoral regalia represent only a fraction of the time these individuals have dedicated to learning and education excellence. Today's event is an exciting time for all who are present, yet it appropriately carries with it a definite air of dignity. We ask for your help in maintaining the dignity that goes with the wearing of the cap and the gown. We also ask each of you to be considerate of others who are also here to witness a loved one graduate. We have provided a professional photographer who has already taken a picture of each senior receiving their diploma from a board member. With this in mind, we ask that everyone to remain seated during the program. You may notice that we are recognizing several different levels of graduates today. Those graduates are designated in the graduation program you received upon entry. Ahora en español. Buenos días. Bienvenidos graduados, padres, familiares, amigos, miembros de la mesa directiva, invitados a este evento tan esperado y muy necesario para nuestra comunidad. A celebrar la gala de graduación de la clase de 2021. Nos complace tener un resultado tan grande para honrar los logros de estos estudiantes. Estamos transmitiendo este evento en vivo, sintonizado a través de enlaces que se encuentran en nuestra página web de las escuelas municipales de Hobbs. Esta es una ceremonia muy especial en la que después de casi 2 décadas podemos hacer que esta gala de graduación tome lugar aquí, afuera, en el estadio Watson. Esta pandemia nos ha mantenido a todos adentro de nuestros hogares durante 1 año y nos ha cambiado a todos. Si aprendimos algo de esta pandemia, nos ha enseñado a apreciar muchas de las cosas que damos por sentadas. La tecnología es genial y nos ayudó a superar este año, pero incluso la mejor tecnología no puede reemplazar el impacto del factor humano. Me gustaría dar gracias a todos los que han hecho esto posible, a la ciudad de Hobbs por colgar nuestras banderas de estudiantes en toda nuestra comunidad para que todos disfruten y por prestarnos el escenario donde estamos presentando. Al señor Caney y nuestro departamento de mantenimiento de Hobbs High School por ayudar a establecer este evento y atención al detalle en seguridad por hoy. A nuestro departamento de CAI para que la configuración audiovisual sea compartida con todos ustedes aquí y aquellos que no pudieron estar aquí vivos observando desde casa. A nuestros oficiales de policía y personal de EMS por estar aquí para ayudar a servir. A nuestros padres y estudiantes, a nuestro personal de secundaria que está por todas partes aquí y están vestidos con su regalia de gala de graduación, ayudando a asegurar que este evento vaya según lo planeado, y a nuestra administración por apoyarnos y guiarnos a navegar a través de aguas desconocidas. Quiero dar un agradecimiento muy especial a los esfuerzos de nuestra directora de Escuela Alternativa, la señora Jackson, y la consejera Trisha Reese, y el personal de la Escuela Alternativa, que sin sus esfuerzos, este momento no sería posible para muchos de nuestros estudiantes. A mi directora universitaria, la señora Bird, y el Departamento de Consejería, en coordinar este evento y reunir a todos para hacer posible esta ceremonia especial de graduación. A mi directora del grado 12, la señora Asneth Cottingham, que estaba decidida a asegurarse de que cada graduado que ve aquí hoy trabajó y ganó su diploma. A ustedes padres, por estar ahí para su graduado, como ustedes también se convirtieron en maestros, en contra de su voluntad. Y por último, pero no menos importante, a ustedes estudiantes, por no rendirse, por soportar los innumerables cambios que nos trajo esta pandemia. El dicho es más cierto hoy que nunca. Se necesita un pueblo entero para criar a un niño. En un intento para mantener parte de la tradición de esta ocasión, la administración de las escuelas municipales de Hobbs y los miembros de la mesa directiva tienen puestos las túnicas de licenciatura negras. Las capuchas de maestría y la regalia doctoral representan solo una fracción del tiempo que estas personas se han dedicado a la excelencia en el aprendizaje y la educación. El evento de hoy es un momento emocionante para todos los que están aquí. Sin embargo, lleva apropiadamente con él un aire definido de dignidad. Le pedimos su ayuda para mantener la dignidad que conlleva el uso de la gorra y el vestido. También les pedimos a cada uno de ustedes que sean considerados con otras personas que también están aquí para presenciar a un ser querido graduado. Hemos proporcionado un fotógrafo profesional que ha tomado una foto de cada estudiante recibiendo su diploma de un miembro de la mesa directiva. Con esto en mente, pedimos a todos que permanezcan en sus asientos durante el programa. Usted puede notar que estamos reconociendo varios niveles diferentes de graduados. Esos graduados son designados en el programa de graduación que recibió al entrar. Now, let's move on to today's musical entertainment. Mrs. Roberts and our a cappella choir.
How can I keep from singing?
Thank you, Ms. Roberts, and the a cappella choir from Hobbs High School. Please welcome to the podium Hobbs High School class of 2021, Salutatorian, Brevin McCool.
Good morning, everyone. And what's up, Hobbs High? I know today's kind of a day where, we're probably kind of glad to be out of the house at least doing something. Graduation's not something everybody always looks forward to, but to be honest, I think we all kind of did this year, even if it's going to take 4 hours because we got 600 kids, you know? Anyway, it's an honor to address y'all today. Thank y'all for being here, and I hope everyone's well rested after an extra week of spring break. Y'all are supposed to laugh at that. It's funny. One of my favorite memories from childhood was the Chinese buffet. Looking back now, I don't really know why, because some of that food was definitely questionable at times. But I loved it anyway, because you never know what you'd find that day. I don't believe in zodiac signs or horoscopes, but I think 2021 might have changed my mind. I used to sit at the table before I went to get my food at the buffet and look at the little papers on the table, and it had the Chinese zodiac on it. I discovered that my symbol was a horse, which was pretty cool to me at the time. 2021 is the year of the ox, meaning that people with the ox sign will have a lucky year. Considering that most everyone in this class is either a snake, a horse, or a goat, all I can say is that we should have seen this coming. Unprecedented, exhausting, and chaotic are three words that I think best describe the last year and a half of our high school careers. But none of that matters in the end, because guess what? We're all here. We're here. That's all that matters. That's all that matters in the end. I know not all of us probably expected to be here as of a couple weeks ago, but you know what? I'm proud of each and every one of you because we made it. We're here. This is the first step to adulthood, to becoming independent. Some people mature faster than others, and let's be honest, not everyone's ever going to mature. There's some of y'all that are going to be kids for the rest of your life, and that's okay. But there's one thing we all have in common. We all came from Hobbs High School. Whether you realize it or not, your peers, your teachers, and administrators from Hobbs High had an impact on your life that I guarantee is positive. I know, maybe not all of you think that everything you learned here is valuable, but guess what? Maybe you learned a skill. You know, maybe a teacher taught you to dance in Spanish class, or maybe they just taught you how the framers of the Constitution intended for us to live through lecture after lecture after lecture. Yes, I'm talking to you, Mr. Nye. Where you at? Anyone who's had Mr. Nye knows that that is not a joke. It's funny, but I'm not lying. Hobbs High is a unique place, and I've experienced it firsthand. If you've never been, let me tell you, the Tasker Arena on a Friday night when Clovis comes to town is the pinnacle of Hobbs High culture. I experienced it my freshman year. That was the first time I really knew what went on at Tasker Arena when Clovis was in town. I was lucky enough to be the starting bench warmer for the Hobbs Eagles that year, and I have never been so nervous to watch a basketball game in my life. I knew it would be fun, but there was a bunch of yelling, growling, and drooling fans wearing purple in the stands. Made it a little bit, intimidating for a young guy like me. When the Eagles win, the community wins, and not just in sports. Whether it's student council, chess club, the swim team, or the yearbook committee, there's never a shortage of people in the community that will recognize you from somewhere, and they all know that you represent the Hobbs Eagles. For the rest of your life, this will be where you came from. I ask all of you to embrace the fact, yes, I said fact, that Hobbs High has molded who you are. Take what Hobbs High has given you and run with it. Let it be the start to your life where you do what you want to do. Don't let anyone get in the way of your goals. No matter where you began, you can be as successful as you wish. Whether you graduated number 1 or number 501, hard work and discipline to follow your heart will get you where you want to go. Now, that doesn't mean that we won't have lots of questions. I'm sure even right now, no matter what it's about, a lot of you out there are asking why. Well, I got an answer for you. I don't know. But guess what? God does. God has a plan for all of us, and the ups and downs we all experience are just a part of fulfilling His plan for each of our lives. Have faith in God, and most of all, have faith in yourselves. Believe that you can do it. To all the teachers, thank you for putting up with us for 4 years. I mean, in a way, we've all put up with y'all too, but... To the principals and administrators, thank you for making all this possible. Thank you to the board members that are here today, allowing us to go through this ceremony. And thank you to all the students. I mean, that's something not everybody always says, but the students, y'all are really what makes Hobbs High what it is. Thank y'all for being here, and thank y'all for going through this with us and being the best class I could ask for. As class president Robert Cantu would say, go Eagles!
Thank you, Brevin. Now please welcome to the podium the Hobbs High School class of 2021, Valedictorian, Shelley Driscoll.
Good morning, everyone. My fellow graduates and I would like to thank you all for coming. Whether you had to drive in from out of town or just roll out of bed this morning, we appreciate you taking the time out of your busy schedules to celebrate this achievement with us. Now, I don't know if any of you have been to a graduation before, but if you have, you know that these speeches typically follow a certain formula. They reminisce on the shared experiences of the class before wishing them well on their next steps. They'll talk about sitting in the student section at sports events, or going to pep assemblies, or who won homecoming king and queen. But this year, we don't have many of these classic memories to look back on. Our experience was completely different. at once entirely individual while also wholly collective. We lived in isolation together, all acclimating to a world where we lived separated from the things and the people we love. In a year already brimming with change, we had to adapt and adapt again. Our shared experiences may look a lot different than those of the past, but they are shared all the same. And as we reminisce on them, the one thing I feel is glaringly apparent is the importance of relationship. John Donne said it well, "No man is an island." None of us have become the people we are today entirely free of others' influence. In fact, those around us often contribute more to our growth and success than we may think. So today, as we celebrate the first of many achievements to come, we thank those people. We thank our family, who are often our driving forces behind the scenes. From when they were sitting at the kitchen table with us working on multiplication problems, to as they now watch us walk across the stage, they have always served as our encouragers and our advocates. As we continue into this next walk of life, we will continue to rely on their wisdom and love. We thank our friends who walk together with us through life as well as school. Through hours spent working on homework and dozens of classes shared, the relationships made with our classmates often become some of the most important in our lives. They offer a reprieve from the stress high school can bring, a laugh when we need it the most, or an ear to listen to our problems. We thank our teachers and our administrators who have done everything in their power to ensure our success, even in such tumultuous times. Many of our teachers exposed us to the subjects we will go on to study. Many of them have served as mentors as we have moved through the school system, but they have all been instrumental in our success up until this point, and for that, we are eternally grateful. These people have made us who we are. They drive us to be better, spur us to continue growing and changing, encourage us when we fail, and cheer for us when we succeed. They are all the islets that surround us, saving us from the emptiness of the ocean. So as we move forward into this next phase of our lives, be it college, trade school, the workforce, or anything else, remember that relationships made in high school do not have to end here, and that connection with those around you should always be cherished. As I look out of everyone here, many of you I know, many of you I don't, I hope you all feel proud. Amid such chaos and uncertainty, and through our own diligence and hard work, we have all managed to get here, and that is an achievement worth celebrating. Thank you.
Thank you, Shelley. Now is the time that we're all anxiously awaiting. I am honored to have the responsibility of presenting the class of 2021 to the Hobbs Municipal School Board members. But first, I am pleased to announce that all of these graduates have achieved proficiency in the requirements set forth before them. They have met all the requirements to receive an UNESCO Diploma of Excellence. So now, without further delay, Superintendent T.J. Parks, incoming Superintendent Mr. Gene Strickland, Board President Gary Eatson, and members of the school board. Each and every graduate before us has successfully fulfilled all requirements expected of them by both the New Mexico Public Education Department and those requirements established by our local board. With the class of 2021, please come forward and receive your diplomas. Shelley Judith Driscoll. Brevin Luke McCool. Lisbeth Areola. Elise Neve Enriquez. Kennedy Taylor Mapp. Tabitha Rose Moody. Jonathan Ted Salgado. Arturo Angel Almendares. Jacqueline Anchondo. Isabella Atwood. Aliyah Monique Benavides. Jacob Allen Blackman. Azucena Carrillo. Addison Jaden Cruz. Natalie Escandón. Yaiseth Gurola Mares. Matthew Ryan Juarez. Keely Paige Owensby. Eric Patino. Connor Jackson Robertson. Irvin Manuel Rodriguez. Sydney K. Snyder. Paola Lisbeth Soto. Valeria Liseth Soto. Braden Lee Strickland. Elena Ray Trevino. Logan Wade Whitehead. Paxton Jacob Battishill. Caitlin Bishop. Sebastian Blevins. Robert Raul Cantu. Metha Carrillo. Jacqueline Chapa. Amaya Milay Contreras. Atticus Flowers. Tiana Nicole Franklin. Ethany Celeste Acosta. Jaylee Riona Gloom. Rodrigo Gomez. Denise Andrea Hernandez. Nolan Kirkendall. Kyler Marchington. Jonathan Martinez. Jasmine Mendoza. David Porras. Elizabeth Tony Sanchez. Sierra Madison Seed. Hunter Kyle Wright. Mackenzie Lynn Allison. Raúl Jiménez. Alyssa Shelby Pennington. Michael Ryan Schmidt.
The delays that you're hearing are to allow those students who are differently abled a chance to access the stage and receive their recognition and diploma along with the rest of the class. Just takes a few extra minutes to facilitate those students as your Hobbs High School class of 2021 graduation ceremony continues. You're listening on HobbsAmerica.com and watching on Hobbs Sports YouTube channel as well. It's brought to you by J&J Rentals and Credo Energy. Welcome in. I'm Dawn Morgan at Watson Memorial Stadium as the presentation of diplomas continues by Hobbs High Principal Alfredo Turbiates.
Tyler Scott Frazier. Rayleigh Elizabeth Abney. Cristina Abrego. Daisy Arlene Aceves. Jaime Acosta. Savannah Celeste Acosta. Kai Adonai. Alejandro Aguilar. Ashley Aguilar. José Alarcón. Elisa Alegría Galvez. Rainey Madison Elaine. Dominic Allen. Jasmine Alvarado. Alexander Alvarez. Isaiah Alvidrez. Gabriel Alexis Amador. Joseph Andrés Anaya. Luis Anchondo. Denora Guadalupe Ángel. Rosailet Aquino Cobos. Kaylee Joy Aragon. Jasmine Aragón. Belén Aranda. Elijah Aranda. Esteban Aranivas. Ashley Armendares. Jessica Ruby Armendares. Antonio Enrique Armendares. Giovanni Armenta. Iris Armijo. Marco Areola. Alyssa Arriaga. Anai Arieta. José Arzate. Alasia Faith Astorga. Zachary Astorga. Angel Arturo Ávila. Marco Ávila. Joseph Allen Babcock. Saber Baeza. Kobe Jermaine Baker. Brisa Valderrama. Azeneth Valderrama. Isaac Baldwin. Cameron Barreras. Joe Anthony Barrientes. Chloe Baumgartner. Donovan Behar Fields. Karime Soledad Beltrán. Ray Reyes Benavides. Jordan Berumen. Seth Evan Blakely. Jasmine Malaya Boggs. Jeremiah Stanley Boone. Areli Castillo Bupuri. José de Jesús Botello. Kylie Elizabeth Boydston. Justice Wayne Brock. Adonis Brian. Elijah Roman Burke. Desiree Marie Bustinza. Mackenzie Lynn Byers. Oscar Iván Caballero. Abraham Calderón. Alexia Calderón. Joana Nora Camacho. Joel Camacho. Mireya Cano. Pedro Cantú. Andrea Michelle Carmona. José Carmona. Noel Carmona Jr. Tanner Carr. Alan Carreón. Chastity Carreón. Mario Carreón. Amairani Carrillo. Jasmine Marianne Carrillo. Jacob Carrizales. Delfina Carola Mena. Sidlali Ashanti Casas. Jocelyn Castañeda. Francisco Castañeda. Ceney Castillo. Ethan Lepolo Ramírez Castillo. Odalis Castillo. Juan Eduardo Castro. Melanie Jailin Castro. Audrey Aliyah Ceniceros. Gael Serna. Luis Chafino. Juan Manuel Chaparro. Ray David Chaparro. Garrett Chavarria. Alyssa Clark. Jemiah Clay. Jaden Coates. Jocelyn Guadalupe Cobos Ruiz. Brianna Kofer. Michael Collins. Xavier James Collins. Kevin Anthony Cook. Eddie Cooper. Torrance Blair Cook. Miguel Ángel Cos. Elijah James Cothran. Brenda Daniela Covian Millan. Jonathan Daniel Cox. Kaylee Jane Crawford. Wyatt Douglas Crum. Amancio Cutter Cruz. Deja Cruz. Jared Cruz. Jacqueline Cueto. Audrey de la Cruz. Juan de la Cruz. San Juana de la Cruz. Donovan Felipe Dean. Yesenia Díaz. Garrett Wayne Dillard. Micah Dean Dillard. Eric Bruce Dotson. Alejandra Antonio Reyes Domínguez. Anthony Domínguez. Eric Domínguez. Brandon Domínguez. Alan Duromo. D. Dusky. Torrent Ellison. Leslie Marie Enriquez. Justin Escarcega. Alyssa Emery Espinosa. Brian Espinosa. Cristina Espinosa. Brian Esqueda Escamilla. Andrea Estrada. Jelissa Estrada. Anis Neve Estrello. Madison Elizabeth K. Eubank. Jolie Evans. Andrew Eli Evaro. Alexia Marie Favela. Joanna Nicole Falcon. Cutter Fink. Brittany Fitzwilliam. Delaney Flores. Evelyn Celeste Flores. Kayla Flores. Luis Flores. Isabella Flores. Paige Elizabeth Fouts. Salvador Montes Freire. Iridian Anai Franco. Demetrius Frausto. Anthony Ray Galaves. Ana Paula Galaviz. Humberto Narciso Galindo Ramírez. Antonio Gallarzo Hernández. Daniel Alonso Gallarzo Rivera. Heraclio Isaías Galván. Blanca Galván Lozano. Ricardo Gámez. José Gámez Áviles. Ángel Iván García. Brenda García. Christian Elijah Garcia. Hazel Garcia. Isaiah Matthew Garcia. Jaden Garcia. Monique Celeste Garcia. Raymond Garcia. Vivian Garcia Yebra. Annalie Garza. Elijah Cole Garza. Asia Nicole Gauna. Elena Chavez Gerhardt. Michael Gilbert. Deshanti Alicia Gibson. Cameron Gist. Marcus Joseph Gliva. Kaylin Gonzalez. Alexis Lisbeth Gonzalez. Angel Gonzalez. Bailey Levy Gonzalez. Cameron Gonzalez. Juliana Gonzalez. Emily Jewel Gonzalez. Fiel Gonzalez. Jesús González. Juan Carlos González. Karen Yamilet Tarín Orona. Leslie Roxana Pérez González. Leticia González. Lisbeth Magali González. Sydney Anaí González. Gabriel Granillo. Shelby Anne-Marie Green. Presley Boyd Greeno. Jason Alexander Gresham. Micaela Griego. Kimberly Grier. Alexis Jade Griffin. Andre Deshaun Griffin. Johan Jesus Griffin Perez. Gino John Guajardo. Brisa María Guevara. Isela Guevara. Analicia Gutiérrez. Leslie Noeli Gutiérrez Rodríguez. Mackenzie Raydell Hand. Ariana Faith Harmon. Kevin Ray Harmon. Ethan Ray Harper. David Alexander Harris. Jakari Devon Harris. Mission Hawkins. Kai Jalen Corey Heckard. Tavion Heckard. Caleb James Hedrick. Damian Hernandez. Kaylin Hope Hernandez. Caleb DeAndre Hernandez. Lucilda González Hernández. Perla Denise Hernández. Mariel Azucena Hernández Mezquitic. Ashley Herrera. Jaden Riley Harrington. Arturo Higuereda. Justin Hodge. Landon Jace Hodges. Haley Holdridge. Jeremy Horn. Alicia Huerta. Roberto Huerta. James Ryan Huggins. Michaela May Humphreys. Diego Ibarbol. Jeremiah Jacobo. Josiah Jacobo. Jaden Janae Hackes. Elizabeth Angelina Marie Jaramillo. Nathaniel Johnny Jenks. Trey David Jett. Anaí Edenice Jimenez. Jennifer Jimenez. Kevin Samuel Jimenez. Good. Marco Antonio Jimenez. Carter Johnson. Elizabeth Marie Johnson. Isabel Juárez. Brian Antonio Jurado. Daniela Jurado. David Bruce Keeling. Ryan Wayne Kinney. Mackenzie Danielle Kleinstuber. Lindsay Cobley. Nicholas Kirkendall. Stephen Pio Labarda. John Daniel Lamas Jr. Aniston Faith Landrum. Haley Ray Lara. Crystal Leal. Lisette Lechuga. Belen Lechuga. Jolene Lee. Blanca Carissa Legarreta. Alejandra Leja. Isaiah James Lewis. Mark Anthony Leva. Isaiah Daniel Licone. Daphne Limon. Adriana Lopez. Jaime Lopez. Joy Lopez. Cassandra Lopez. Miranda Lopez. Ángel Lozano. Jonathan Lozano. Oceana Lucero. Susana Yvonne Luna. Kennedy Marie Lynch. Darius Keith Mackey. Desiree Mackey. Elijah Mackey. Taj Mackey. Christopher Madero. Johan Madero. Bianca Rayan Madrid. Mitzi Madrid. Mahoney. Hope Unique Mahoney. Johnny Marin. Nabri Halo Marion. Adan Marquez. Jimena Hidali Marquez. Hezekiah Xavier Martinez. Kaylin Marie Martin. Jorge Armando Martinez. Christopher Martinez. Jasmine Martinez. Joshua Felix Martinez. Josué Antonio Martinez. Jocelyn Martinez. Heaven Leanne Massingo. Patrick Isaiah Mata. Ruth Matthews. Anthony McKean. Isaiah McDaniel. Samuel Lee McElravy. Jaquay McGahey. David Sebastian Medina. Nireya Deve Medina. Eduardo Medina Martinez. Delanis Medina Vasquez. Haiti Grace Medrano. Saraí Guadalupe Medrano. Saraí Mena. Kayla Menchaca. Georgina Mendías Hernández. José Mendoza. Adolfo Mendoza. Samuel Martin Mendoza. Luis Aaron Mercado. Jaden Miller. Maximus Elijah Miranda. Eliani Molina. Briseda Moncada. Isaí Montes. Adrian Montoya. Elizabeth Mora. Ana Elena Morales. Cristina Marie Moreno. Trayvon Darnell Morrison. Lawrence Leon Morrow. Sarah Morrow. Savannah Munoz. Felicity Muro. Aaron Jose Navarrete. Alejandra Navarrete. Reina Navarrete. Jasmine Nevares. Omar Eduardo Nevares Jaques. Ethan Nathaniel Olivas. Eva Olivas. Josué David Olivas. Julius Oliver. Miguel Ordóñez. Isaí Orozco. Alexis Alyssa Ortega. Brianna Marie Ortega. Julian Ortega. Amanda Ortiz. Anaí Ortiz. Liliana Ortiz. Esmeralda Ortiz. Dania Ortiz. Sarah Pacheco. Jorge Karim Palacios. Lauren Brooklyn Payanes. Kevin Palma. Destiny Pando. Ángel Gabriel Pando. José David Parada. Lisette Payán. Vincent Payen. Alexa Diana Flores. Jesús Peña. Luis Andrés Peña. Christian J.C. Pennybaker. Annabelle Perez. Ángel Pérez. Gabriel Pérez. Jasmine Pérez. Robert Ray Pérez. Jonathan Pérez. David Pérez Ojeda. Allison Perry. Bryce Allen Peterson. Candace Denea Pierce. Ezequiel Piñón. Brianna Ali Polanco. Diego Orlando Portillo Arias. Francisco Javier Preciado. Josephine Olivia Puente. Julian Neftali Quevedo. Iván Manuel Quesada. Stephanie Quesada Loya. Misael Iván Quiñones. María de Jesús Quintana. Javier Rey Quintana. Jordan Acosta Quiroz. Jake Rains. Alexis Ramirez. Sierra Ramirez Scott. Daniela Ramos. Julian Omar Ramos. Iván Sebastián Rangel. Taylor Michelle Ray. Anareli Renteria. Eileen Ray. Alan Reyes. Jesús Reyes. Crisol Reyes. Jenny Reyes Carrasco. Daisy Nazaria Reynoso. Alexis Jade Reza. Gabriel Rios. Moises Ríos. Gerardo Rivera. Tanya Rivera. Eduardo Rivera Rangel. Michaela Ann Roberts. Adrian Robledo. Andrés Everardo Rocha. Abigail Rodriguez. Adriana Paola Rodriguez. Analisa Marie Rodriguez. Angie Rodriguez. Daniela Rodriguez. Edson Rodriguez. Esmeralda Rodriguez. Jacob Rudy Rodriguez. Yarmi Rodriguez. Ashley Romero Dominguez. Marissa Anai Romo. Idali Ronquillo. Ángel Jasquez Rascón. Evan Rueda. Sierra Grace Rusk. Jaden Tyler Russell. Micaela Destiny Salazar. Priscilla Salazar. Marilyn Eugenia Saldaña. Aaron Salinas. Caleb Scott Salmon. José Cruz Sánchez. Marcelo Julián Sánchez. María José Sánchez Rivas. Robert Edward Sánchez. Denise Sánchez Loera. Derek Ian Sanders. Yair Santillan. Luis Santos González. Carolina Cassandra Saucedo. Laura Sabring. Ariana Segovia. Leonica Segovia. Emmanuel Segovia Jr. Martin Sepúlveda Jr. Brian Anthony Sierra. Michaela Jordan Skinner. Anson Joel Smith. Destiny Smith. Idali Nevares. Adolfo Joseph Sosa Jr. Adriana Sotelo. Yesenia Abigail Soto. You did it, Aaron. I'm proud of you. Aaron Stormy Speak. Rory Stanton. Dylan Casey Straisner. Azeneth Subia. Emilio Suchil. Congratulations. Whitney Jane Swisher. Joshua Lee Talavera. Victoria Ann Tanner. Mariah Rayanne Tarin. Miranda Nicole Tarin. Kaya Diane Marie Taylor. Janelle Tena. Jose Terrazas. Rachel Darlene Thomas. Tatarian Thomas. Vincent Thomas. Keely Thompson. Jessica Ann Torres. Angelique Victoria Trevino. Jonah Ray Trevino. Anthony Trey Trinidad. Elise Turrubiates. Lorenzo Eli Turrubiates. Eric Urias. Iraís Adalí Urias. Mariah Nicole Urias. Michaela Ray Valadez. Joel Iram Valdez. Manuel Ruiz Valdivia. Clarissa Angelica Valencia. Andrés Valenzuela. Jocelyn Gabriela Valenzuela. Stephanie Pilar Valenzuela. Luis Fernando Valenzuela Favela. Adriana Vallejo. Isaiah Vasquez. Daniela Vasquez. Rolando Vea. Liliana Cassandra Velázquez. Jaira Lisette Delis. Yasmin Nicole Villalobos. Felicity Villanueva. José Alonso Villasana Martínez. Eric Gonzalo Villegas González. Emily K. Webb. Niera Williams. Trevor Witt. Jacqueline Ramirez. Sergio Ramirez Jr. Alan Perez. Maidai Tarin. Delilah Nicole Ibarra. Yasmin Zamora. Mercedes Sienna Zamora. Christian Alexis Zapata. Valeria Cepeda. Giselle Zubia Madrid. Sarai Zuniga. Parents, relatives, friends, board members, and guests, I present to you the Hobbs High School class of 2021. Our Hobbs High School drumline. It's not over yet. It's not over yet.
In the west, mid dark old derricks, friendly flares to view. Stand
Class of 2021, please remain standing for the jungle.
right here with the kid up high.
Big round of applause, please, for our class of 2021. Parents, students, our students are going to be released going back into the multi-purpose facility. Students, as best as you possibly can, go back to your original rows and we'll walk back into the multi-purpose, get your personal belongings. Parents, thank you all so very much for joining us. This concludes the 2021 Hobbs High School commencement exercise. Thank you all for attending. Parents, please stay off of the field, please. Parents are going back to the multi-purpose building. Please meet them at a rendezvous point of your choice. Thank you all for coming.
And with
Row sponsors, staff, please make sure that we keep parents off the field and off the track, please.
Good job. Got him graduated. That's right.
And with caps in the air, that concludes the Hobbs High School commencement ceremony for the class of 2020-2021 here at Watson Memorial Stadium. Congratulations again to all graduates. Best wishes for the future. Thank you very much to everyone involved in creating this beautiful ceremony. What a wonderful morning for it as we conclude the ceremony, and you've been listening to it. Hobbs High Class of 2021 graduation ceremony on HobbsAmerica.com and the Hobbs Sports YouTube channel, brought to you by J&J Rentals and Credo Energy. I'm Dawn Morgan. As the students, the graduates, more than 600 of them, making their way back to the multipurpose facility, and as the parents, family, and friends start filing out of the home and the visitor stands of Watson Stadium, we say thank you to everyone for creating this special moment today, this ceremony. Everyone, especially our technology partners, our IT folks, of course, the organizers, the volunteers, the staff, and our helpers, as we had said before, our Hobbs Police, Fire, and EMS workers. We appreciate everyone, and we hope that everyone will make their way safely, carefully back to their areas, whether it be to join students on campus, whether it be to go to the parking areas. Again, please, everyone, be a little bit patient, take your time, and remember, it took a while for everyone to get here, get parked and inside. It's going to take a while for everyone to get back out and safely on their way. So be very careful as you leave in vehicles. Be courteous to each other. Take a little extra time and take a deep breath, and we will all get out of here in one piece. Thank you again for everyone involved in today's ceremony. It was indeed a wonderful celebration of the end of a difficult but wonderful and beautiful in its own way year. So thank you very much to everyone and their efforts, and thank you to everyone at Hobbs High School and throughout the Hobbs Municipal Schools. We say farewell to longtime Superintendent T.J. Parks and welcome into Gene Strickland. Thank you to all the administrators, students, staff, and everyone today. We also hope that this weekend will bring joyful celebrations for graduation, for family and friends, for marking this important occasion in a fun way, but we also hope that it will be, that safety will continue to be in everyone's minds, so that we will have a safe and tragedy-free weekend as well for our class of 2021. We want these memories to remain the best memories and not the worst. So please be careful, be good hosts of parties and celebrations, be mindful of the distractions, and please help look after each other and keep everyone safe and sound as we celebrate the end of the 2020-21 academic year and we look ahead a few months into the beginning of a fresh one in the fall. We hope that things are returning more to normal and we'll be back mostly to what we know as normal with lessons learned from this past year and survivors, fists in the air, and caps in the air today. It's a great couple of hours and great sight to see hundreds of students off onto their next adventure in life, adventures. We hope and wish the best for everyone. And again, thank you very much. I'm Dawn Morgan signing off. You've been listening to the Hobbs High School Class of 2021 graduation ceremony on HobbsAmerica.com and the Hobbs Sports YouTube channel, brought to you by J&J Rentals and Credo Energy. Thank you and goodbye from Watson Memorial Stadium.